Well, my name's Sina, and I've been the Director of Special Projects at Global for the past year. And it's been truly, truly a special year for me because it's been watching something super special come happen. So now I'm a senior producer again, which is fantastic, so I've worn a lot of hats. But last year, a lot of California was thinking about the drought. And as you know, we are one of the first green caterers in the Bay Area and Northern California, and the first large-scale, full-service green business. And a lot of our industry competitors and friends have followed suit, and so that's been fantastic over the last 9 years. And so this past year, we've been talking a lot about rain and the drought, and as a response, since we love to have all the pleasure of the event industry, one of the things is I'm like, all the pleasure and less of the guilt, how can we balance this? And so last year, thinking in response to the drought, I started thinking with Laura and our team, how do we do that? And one of the things that we wanted to look at our menu. We wanted to re-engineer the ingredients. We talked to our chef and how can we take our menus and actually recraft them and re-engineer them so that we can have less of an impact on our planet. And if you guys are paying attention to your menu today, there's only been one little bite of beef on the menu. So I hope that you're enjoying all the food, and it's actually been very balanced in our selection of ingredients. So I hope you're enjoying it. And that is some of the brilliance of Erin and all our team working together and figuring out how to do that. But then in that discussion, we realized that we wanted to take our environmental stewardship even further, and how can we make a larger global impact? And we quickly realized that our clients and ourselves wanted to have our delicious, decadent ingredients, exotic spices, a little red beef here and there, and vanilla, chocolate, coffee. And these are all things that are pretty dramatically impacted by water. And so then we started thinking about water itself, and how could we actually maybe balance and even give back. And so as luck would have it, I started kind of thinking about water and could we maybe offset, could we carbon offset, is that the way to do it? So I started looking at a company called TerraPass, and they too were thinking about water. They're a fantastic carbon offset company. They're stationed in the East Coast, headquartered, but they're all over our country. And we started dialoguing, and they have a fantastic water restoration program. And so I approached them to see if we could actually partner with them and talk about our ingredients and how we could actually figure out a way to balance what we're doing. And so every meal that Global caters, a portion of that meal, there's a contribution, a little fund that goes to help ranchers and farmers in California as well as the Great Delta restore their infrastructure. And it's pretty significant when, as a community, and you're all our community, which is so special for me to be here and talk to you about it. Collectively, in the next year, we're actually going to restore or carbon offset about 27,000 propane tanks worth of carbon emissions. So that's pretty awesome. And with the water component, it's actually pretty amazing. We're in an annual year, we're looking at 45 Olympic-sized pools of water restoration. So that's pretty significant. If you can think of one Olympic pool, now think about 45. So as a community, that's what we're doing. And so I am just so happy that this year has happened and that this is going to be a thing that I hope that our community beyond global, I hope that all the Bay Area caterers start doing that, and that we contribute back to our community with water restoration. So thank you so much. I'm actually going to introduce Aaron again, and he's going to talk to you about the entree, and I bet he's going to tell you something cool about water as well, some water facts. Thank you so much.
Woo! Okay, next question. So we have